What's up, everybody? Man, I'm sitting here, I'm excited, okay, because I'm trying something that I've never done before. Okay, I think I'm a okay, intelligent type of guy. You may not know this because of the way that I talk, but I got something up here, something. I'm able to retain information pretty well, and I'm pretty good at reading instructions. So I'm attempting something today because I've got a camera here that is broken. There we go. And the battery part of it, this little thing right here, is what I need to replace because on the old camera, one of these little springs right here is busted on this camera, so the battery won't work. And in order to send it off, it was going to take like 6 months up to a year for me to send it off, them to get it, repair it, find the parts, then get it to me. It was going to be like 6 months. And or maybe longer, depending on how things are going. So, and it was going to be expensive too. So we didn't have the warranty on this anymore. It already lapsed. It's already been more than the 3 years. So your boy decided to take on something himself. Now, I'm not just going into this thing and like taking it apart and hope that I never know how to get it together. I am cheating. I am watching YouTube, you know, which in this day and age, if you want to know something, if you want to know how to do something, you're able to get it done. So I'm sorry I didn't show you the first part of this. I was pretty nervous, but as I got into it and I took the first piece apart and I was like, woo woo, okay, I did that. Then I got to the scary part. Okay, this freaked me out a little bit. This part here, I got to this part, and on this part you got to pull apart a bunch of these little bitty orange things that I guess are like information highway, and they clip into all these little bitty pieces. And I was like, oh no, how am I gonna do that? So I went to doing it. I finally got it done, got all the screws out. It came out. Woo. This is gonna be the fun part, trying to get all this back together. So pray for your boy, okay? But I've gotten that far with it. I've got my screws over here all organized and everything. And I got my little screwdrivers all over the place. So this is the little part that I got to replace. And I've gotten down to it. So I've made it that far. So I'm going to pop it up. It's just so nerve-wracking. Because I don't want to break anything. If I break something, then I got to try to find a piece to repair it. So it just goes to show that it's never too late to learn a new trick. I can't tell if that's a screw in there. I got to look at this one. Okay, that's just set in there. Dude on the camera made this look super simple, but it's not that simple. I gotta rerun my video. Alright, so I'm watching intensely. He just puts the screwdriver in there. He just popped it out. How to do that? Oh, there was a little release button. The little release button right there. You boop, and it comes out. Oh, so scary. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Okay, so that's the piece I took out. Oh, don't be dropping stuff. Don't be dropping stuff, Cody. All right, so that's the piece I took out. And as you can see on there, get it real close, you see it's having a little hard time focusing. So if I get it close there, you see 1, 2, and then this one right here is broken. Okay, and that's way down, that's where the battery touches, and then it can charge. So this one, look at that, it's got 1, 2, 3. Whoa. All right, so Now I should be able to just put this thing back together. It would help if I didn't do it upside down. Snapped in there, it scared me. Yeah, I gotta bend this piece down a little bit. As you can see, this one's like nice and straight out, and then this one is bent over. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's bent over right there. So I gotta bend it without breaking it. All right, so now it's time to start putting screws back in. This is gonna be the hard part. See, I think the guy is wearing like these magnetic gloves where the screws can like stick to his fingers. I don't have that. And I hope that that's not also for clean purposes. I hope it's not that I'm not supposed to be touching some of this stuff with my bare fingers, but oh, Lord God, bless them, cleanse them, purify them, all that good stuff. You know, the Bible says I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. If you like little tidbits like that, go check out some of my Daily Bread videos. Let's take a fresh bite. I might make something out of that. Oh, they're so tiny. How do I do that? Let's see if I can stick a screwdriver in there. You know, maybe I should be a little bit more entertaining with this, like Bob Ross. Throughout the valley of all the mechanical properties, the little squirrel finds his home. And he just nestles right in there, oh so gently. With every turn, the squirrel finds his way home. There, reunited with his family. Stupid. Okay, next. Okay, we put the little cover back on it. Ooh. I might should have taken a picture of this before. Let's see. Oh. I did do something wrong. I gotta take the little squirrel back out of his home. I put him in there too quickly. I had it in the right spot, but I didn't put the little protection plate on top of it. Now, the squirrel can go back to his home. He had to just leave for a moment. Go out, find a fresh batch of nuts. But he's on his way back home. Nestled right in there, right into place. All right, let's visit another part of the forest, shall we? Oh man. If you haven't tuned out by now, thanks for entertaining my thing here. Like I said, I am not a professional. And you're going to find out once I get all this put back together whether or not this works. Okay, on to the next part here. Let's see if we can get this right. Let's see if I can even remember which direction it goes. All right. Okay. Usually, I'm not that scared about things, but I'm kind of freaking out, man. Okay, that just popped down into place. Okay, you need to come. Oh, it's trapped. There's so many little pieces. Everything's got to be just right. I think there's a reason people get paid the big bucks to do this. But I've always been the type of person that has been, if you can do it, I can do it. that little bitty piece keeps getting stuck. And it goes to show that even if you are able to do something, sometimes it's probably better to just go ahead and have a professional do something, because time is also valuable, and this is probably taking me much longer than a professional would take. For one, they probably wouldn't be so nervous about what they're doing, and they probably wouldn't be really worried about missing things. Okay, think I got it into place. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so I've got that piece into place. Now I got to start putting all the little things back in there, and this is where it's going to get tricky, because to take it out, it's easy. You just kind of tug on it, but to get it in snug enough that you know that there's a good connection, I don't know how to do that, and haven't watched that part of the video yet. I'll go take a look. I'll be right back. Okay, first thing he says to do is screw it back on there. So I might fast forward this video just a little bit, go a little speed time here, but here I go. I just threw a little tiny screw somewhere. Oh no, how am I gonna find it? I found it. That was scary, y'all. See, he's got a little magnet on his screwdriver, and it makes it super simple. I might have to figure that out, because there's one here in a moment that's like way in deep into the camera, and I don't know how I'm going to do that, but maybe the camera will still work without it. Alright, all the little squirrels are back in their nest, but now I've got to connect the highways. This is where it might get a little tricky. Let's see how easy this is going to be. Start with the smallest ones. I'll be right back. I'm going to watch the video and see how he does it. Okay, I watched the video and I realized that he's got like a special like long tool that curves out to the end, kind of like a hockey stick, but it's like a hockey stick pair of tweezers. So I went to my wife's cabinet, got some hair sticking up there. Went to my wife's cabinet and I got some special tweezers. They're not as cool as his tweezers, but come on, we mixing things up a little bit. We're being rebels. We're being outlaws. We're doing it our way. Let's see if this works. Don't break anything, Cody. Come on. First piece connected. Ooh. I didn't have to use the tweezers on that one though. I haven't made it that far. Okay, I got that one in, but my biggest concern is I don't know if I've got it in. You know what I mean? Okay, I've got it in, I've got it clamped down, I don't know. It's two. What's crazy about this is that not knowing what I'm doing, I'm going to get all this far, and I'm not going to know if it works or not until I try to turn it on. And then when I turn it on and it's not working, then all I can do is come back and I got to take it all back apart. Let's just pray that God orders my footsteps. He's either going to show me that I can just trust in Him and He'll lead me the way, or He'll teach me that I need to call a professional. Either way, I'm going to learn a lesson. And that's what it's all about here at the Hooper House, is always learning a lesson where there's a lesson to be learned. People often ask me, Cody, why is it that you know how to do so many different things? And I would say that I've never been one to shy down or shy away from learning new things. And today, I'm in the process of learning how to repair a camera. We'll see how well it goes. Okay, this little bitty part is super hard because it's super, super tiny. And gotta get it pushed up in there. Oh. Sometimes you have to just move past your fear. Just get it done. So many life lessons. And that's the thing, if you learn how to apply the lessons that you learn while learning a new skill, then you will always be capable. And you'll always be that person that people look to you when you need something done. Because I'm not just going to say about myself, although I'm bragging about myself a little bit. But I pride myself on being the guy that people can go to and say, you know what? Cody get it done. Cody figured it out. It may not always be the best. And maybe someone professional could have done a whole lot better than me. But I'll get it done. So far, I think I'm doing pretty good. I know you're just sitting with intensity, aren't you? You're just sitting there watching me. I'll try to be more entertaining as I go, and I'll maybe try to fast forward these spots that are just me doing this. But I wish I had the camera closer. I don't have all my angles right here. I'm not set up to do this professionally. I just thought it'd be cool to take you along my journey, let you in on the process. But I'll tell you this right now. If I mess this thing up, you'll never see this video. I will burn it to the ground. Nobody will know. Alright. Moving right along. Find myself getting a little bit more aggressive. Realizing that some of this stuff is not as fragile as one might think. It's almost like all the little animals want to go to their home. It's been a long day at work, and they just want to go be with their families, rest at the end of a long day. They've went through a lot. They've had some unprofessional pushing and prodding and poking, and can't tell if that one's all the way in or not. I just want to know if you ever had the rain. I don't know that song. I don't know songs. Courtney be like, Cody, why are you singing? Because it's quiet. All right. We got that one, that one, that one, that one. Is this my last one? Is this my last one? See, let me see if I can bring this in here and show you what I'm having to deal with. Okay, see all these little pieces here? All these little connections, they got to go into these little white channels here. Okay, so that little bitty flap is to bend over and go into that, and then there's like a little clamp right here that just tightens down on it, so it like clamps it into place. I gotta use these little tweezers. I gotta bend them into place and shove them in that little thing there. If you ever have to do this, don't watch my video. They got better videos online showing how to do this. And I probably should have researched and looked at what all kind of tools I needed to do the job. I was thinking I just needed a screwdriver, but then I realized I need a pair of tweezers. I probably need a magnet to go on my screwdriver so I don't drop the screws. Okay, so I got the first part. Let's see what's going to be next. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try to put the next part on here. And we got more of these little things. Yay. But I think pretty much kind of got the hang of them now. Just gotta make, this is a little tricky because it's, we gotta hold one piece while putting the other piece in. Something else I noticed that he has that I don't have, and that's a magnifying glasses. And I don't see very well, even with my glasses. Courtney and I both need new glasses. So I'm doing what I can with what I got here. And actually, I think I'm doing pretty well. You know, a few times I've taken a motor apart in a vehicle and then put it back together, and just like with this camera, I mean, I'm pretty good at following instructions, and if I take something apart a certain way, I'm pretty good at making sure that I put it back. Right, I gotta bring it over into some light. I ain't got some light over there. Make sure I got it in there nice and straight. It looks good. Get it over to where you see it. See, I had to attach those two pieces there. Now, put this back down. I learned something a long time ago, that if you have to, a little bit of force is alright, but if you ever find yourself having to apply too much force, and it don't just kind of go together like that, nice and easy, I had to press it a little bit. But if you have to go with too much force, stop, because you're probably not doing it right. Something's probably in the wrong spot. So, got it back together. So I think what I'm going to try to do, I don't think any of the screws for the casing causes anything to work or not. So before I screw it all back together, what I'm going to do over here I had the battery charging. So I'm going to open up the battery case. You see? Right down in there, now we got 3 pins. I fixed the broken piece. I got 3 pins. Now what should happen is I put my battery in it. It's fully charged. I hit the on button and it should come on. Y'all want to find out what? It says, please set the clock. That's power, y'all. I did that. I did that. It wouldn't do that before. It wouldn't come on. Now it comes on. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Okay, I'm gonna set the clock, do all the technical stuff. I'll put the lens back on it. Till next time, peace. Maybe I'll try to find something else to fix. I'm so excited.